Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we have finally started on our custom world map. So all these parts that you see on the table, most of these I ordered from Legos Bricks and Pieces. Some of these are from like the Beatles art, from I think we got a Elvis art, and then I think some of these are actually from the map set itself. So what we're doing is we're actually doing a full color conversion for the water, and then we're going to do custom work for all of the land elements. So anything that's in white that would be land, we're going to do a full custom map section there with browns and greens and tans to give it a much more realistic look. So what I've done to get started is I took the color chart from the original set, and then I placed the original colors on there just for a reference for myself. And then I've placed adjacent to those colors the color changes that I'm gonna make. So you can see we have that there. And then this is the very first panel. So this is like upper North America there. That's what Lego intends for the build to be. And then this is how it's gonna look for us. So I've outlined all the land in white, so that way once we switch over and we start doing the green and brown tiles for the land, I can just simply pop the outlines up, have a better idea of what I'm looking at, and then I can kind of go off of like a topographical map of what I think the color should be for the land, because there's not really any like breakdown in the instructions for that. So just doing this one tile, I feel like this is gonna be, it's really gonna be like mental math. You know, it almost felt like I was doing like a Sudoku puzzle, trying to figure everything out, because I'm trying to do this essentially a puzzle, but then it's like a color change mixed in. So just to make it a little bit easier on me, I laid out all of my studs in the number orientation, like they are on the chart, just so once I reference like which colors are going where, it's just kind of easier for me to just, you know, slide that tray forward. I know where I'm grabbing, and then I just go, you know, like I fill in all the fours. So this is kind of where we're at right now. We're gonna continue to chug along through this. Hopefully, I've got just a stack of plates over here. This is like not even half of the amount of plates that we're gonna need to knock this out. So hopefully I can get through this stack of plates today, and then we'll see kind of where we are, you know, at the end of the day, and hopefully maybe 2-3 days max, I'll have this done, is kind of my goal. But I did add these trans clear in there. I'm not 100%. I like the way that that looks as of yet. I may change that that color, because it almost, when you get close, you can see that it's a really nice trans clear, but I think from a distance, it's almost just gonna look like we're missing studs. So I'm either going to change that color out entirely, or I may go back in and I may fill in with a white stud behind it, and then you'll really get a better idea of, you know, that is actually a trans clear stud. And maybe you'll get the idea of a little more depth to the map too. So let's throw together a few more of these panels so I can connect a larger section for you, so maybe you'll kind of see, you know, a better idea of what we're doing here. All right, guys, so we are 5 plates in, or not necessarily plates, but 5 of whatever you'd like to call these. I think these are 16 by 16, and they're essentially like four plates thick, but I don't know what they're called, but we've done 5 of them. And this is kind of where we're at. We're following the same pattern that the instructions lays out for you. So you have a nice variation and pattern to the water. So I believe the way that they did the color on this was to do like a depth or a topographical kind of layout. So the colors do represent, I guess, the depths of the ocean, which is really neat. So I'm hoping that by the time we get, you know, deeper in here and we're, you know, further along in this process here, that you're really going to see a really nice pattern popping out of the water. So we went ahead and did white tile here. And then these are just placeholder white studs. So this is where we're gonna take a break. We gotta go pick the kids up from school. And we actually are building on my dining room table at the moment, just because how everything's laid out, it takes up so much space. I don't think doing this upstairs in the Lego room is gonna be kind of the best. Plus, as I get it all connected, I really wanted to have it laid out so that way I could see it and get like a nice visual representation of how everything's gonna look. But at some point through the build, we are going to add these tiles that we purchased from the, we purchased them from Bricklink, but they came in the globe set. So somewhere we're gonna create in here, you know, kind of like a information part where it's gonna have the earth plate and the compass rose. We also have the continent decals, or printed tiles, I should say, that also came in the set. So as we kind of build this out, I'm gonna find some nice open space where I think they look the best so we can plug those in. I think that's gonna really bring it to the next level and make it look, you know, pretty sweet. But we're gonna take a break right now. I'm gonna take all this stuff downstairs to the basement, which eventually is where this is gonna live. And we're gonna start building once we get back to the house. All right, guys, so we have set up shop down here in the basement. We have laid all of our part trays back out. We are on to our next plate, which is gonna be the next part of North America up there. But our trans clear tiles are running a little low, and we just happened to get a bag from Lego Bricks and Pieces in the mail. Let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open, and hopefully there's some more parts in there that will help us with this build. All right, hey. Okay, so, oh no. All right, so we ordered a bunch of these trans blue tiles from Lego's Bricks and Pieces, but it would appear that I ordered a darker version than we were using before. Okay, so we want continuity, we want them all to be the same, so I think I may go through and pop off these clear ones that we've laid in here and throw the darker color on, just so that way the rest of the build will look the same. So yeah, a little more work, but not a big deal. What else did we get in this haul here? Let's see. We got some gray plates. Those are always helpful. And that would appear to be it. All gone. Okay, so we are gonna call it for this one. I will give you guys an update in the next video where we leave off. We're gonna go ahead and pop those other color studs out and plug these in, and then hopefully on the next video we'll have much more progress with our map. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. I hope you're enjoying it so far. This will be part one of hopefully no more than a 3-part video on this map. But we will see you on the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.